You want shirts? I got shirts.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I understand that you are fed up with this psycho, but what can she do if she got her father's temper, who was a professional mercenary? Gossiping with girlfriends, school, and all those girly things bored the hell out of Daredevil, and her mother didn't understand her tomboyish nature at all. You wouldn't believe what was going on inside a young troublemaker's mind when she had to put a dress on just because you're a girl. However, she didn't know she would suffer so much after the death of her mother. Oh, how stupid those insults toward her parents seemed now. After the loss of her mother, the only soulmate left was the girl's father. Daredevil followed him everywhere he went and tried to take over all of his habits. Father, knowing her daughter's special temper, taught her everything he could. Daredevil learned how to shoot with both hands, make bombs, and it fit perfectly. The girl didn't let any woman come to her dad, seeing them as nothing but a threat to their small family. You may say that was selfish, but it was a woman who eventually killed the father. A mercenary from a competing side orchestrated the death of Daredevil's other parent. Since then, Daredevil is angry at all females for murdering his father, at herself for not saving him, and at the whole world in general. And you know what? Don't you dare blame her. What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and today we're going to talk about the revision to Daredevil, sort of a high level. This is more in line with some of my other Who Is videos, and just to kind of chat a little bit about the character holistically, sort of. And we've done videos like this in the past, and I kind of want to get back to doing them a little bit more often, pending if the hero has the lore. So let's take a look at Daredevil. Now, the first thing that I need to mention is I'm doing this explainer on my Facebook account. However, this will generally work for both the Facebook and the mobile versions. And if you like news and information and educational videos about Hero Wars, both on the Facebook and mobile version, why don't you give my channel a subscribe, hit that notification bell to never miss a video. But let's get into the Daredevil stuff. So I'm not going to talk about the skills. The Facebook skills are more geared towards armor penetration increased, sort of. Damage over time with fire damage. This Violet ability gives you, ignores armor, and, critical hit is important for Daredevil, but it's not the most important on Facebook. On mobile, that's a different story altogether. That's more crit focused, definitely a lot more crit focused. I'm not going to talk about the skills in this video. You guys can check them out and read them yourself. What I do want to talk about is what I generally look at for these videos. First of all, how to get her soul stones. You can get her relatively easily, actually. Of course, there are special events occasionally that you'll be able to get them. Hero of the month. She's likely the hero of the month next month. We'll find out. They tend to do that though. And you can get her from the campaign. You can also get her from the heroic chest. And I'll flash an image from mobile on right here, just to see that it's not really much different. You can get her from the campaign, from the heroic chest, from special events. She is a marksman hero, markswoman, marksman. Her main stat is agility, and she fights in the back line. Now, this was actually changed on the mobile version. She doesn't fight in the very back anymore. She fights a little bit closer to the middle, and I don't know if it outright says fights in the middle. I'll have to check that out here in a second. But it's important to note that, I know it still says backline on mobile. It's important to note that she needs to be protected a little bit, and I'll touch on that here in a little while. But that's how you get her. That's how you get lucky and get Daredevil, or unlucky if if that's how you feel. She's got 3 skins on Facebook and on mobile. And they're the same. She's got her agility skin, which is her base skin. She's got her rowdy skin, which reminds me of the Rugrats cartoon. If you guys have ever heard of that, crit chance increase. And then her new romantic skin increases her health. Now, this is such a huge thing for her, this romantic skin. Not only does it look kind of cool, I'm a fan of the aesthetic quite a bit, but before this skin, she had the lowest health of all of the heroes in the game by about 8,000 health. It was crazy. So adding this health skin fully maxed out puts her up near the other marksman damage dealers like Artemis and Kira and Ginger. It's still not great, but it's a lot better than it was. So Definitely invest heavily in that romantic skin if you can. Agility, obviously, for physical attack is going to be huge for agility heroes. Every point of agility gives 3 points of physical attack. On Facebook, critical hit chance is important, but not as important as it is on mobile. On mobile, I would probably recommend hitting these bottom 2 skins first, romantic skin and rowdy skin. Okay, probably those 2 first. Her artifacts are the same on Facebook and mobile. Of course, it always takes forever to load while I'm trying to do a video. Her artifact weapon is on and off. It is a physical attack bonus for your entire team. Her book is critical hit chance and physical attack. And her ring is agility, as with all agility heroes. So as far as order of importance, what I would do is I would get on and off to 3-star, right? And then I would work on Warrior's Code. I would focus on Warrior's Code the most. I think that's the most important artifact to level up with her. And you'll find that to be the case with most damage dealing heroes, hitters, monsters, marksmen, warriors, whatever you want to call them. The book tends to be the most important artifact to level up. So kind of keep that in mind. Okay. Now for glyphs, we've got different on Facebook than on mobile. So I'm going to talk first about the glyphs for Facebook, and then I'll talk a little bit about, I'll put a mobile screenshot up here and we'll talk about that. So she has physical attack, health, armor penetration, which is weird, critical hit chance, and agility. So typically with damage dealers, you want to focus on the glyphs and artifacts and skins that will increase the damage the most. So with Daredevil, you got kind of a 4-way tie. So since this hero doesn't care as much about critical hit as the mobile version does, I don't know that I would spend a lot of time. Obviously, if she's in your main team, you're going to want to max out all of these. Same with skins, same with artifacts, max them all out. But I think what I would probably do is skip armor penetration. I'll tell you why in just a second. This is Facebook. Again, this is Facebook. I would work on physical attack, agility, and health. These would probably be the 3 that I would work on the most on Facebook. That's just my opinion. It's going to vary quite a bit, but she's going to be very squishy. She's going to be very hard to keep alive unless you have a very strong tank or, or a very strong healer. So having a high health stat is going to be incredibly beneficial. A dead hero does no damage, so it doesn't matter how much physical attack, how much agility, how much critical hit chance, and how much armor penetration she has. A dead hero will deal no damage. So I would say probably health first, and then focus on these 2 right here, agility and physical attack, and then last these 2. So critical hit is important. It becomes more and more important in high levels, less so in low levels. In low levels, physical attack and agility will be more important. But on Facebook, again, this is Facebook, her violet ability will allow her to ignore a huge chunk of armor, right? So the glyph, the armor penetration glyph, is not going to be as important on Daredevil since she has a skill devoted to just ignoring armor. And this gets to about this gets to about 30,000 armor penetration effectively. Of course, there is a caveat that the enemy has to be on fire. So that is something to mention. So I would do health first, and then these 2, physical attack and agility. And then I'd work on these 2 kind of an afterthought. On mobile, different story altogether to an extent. She has the health glyph. Still want to focus on health glyph quite a bit, but she is hugely favored for critical hit damage and critical hit abilities on mobile. So I would say focus on that critical hit chance early would prove very beneficial, because her bomb skill that guarantees a crit doesn't care so much about that, but her other skills that that help with crits definitely help. They'll definitely benefit from a higher crit chance. And until much later game, whenever heroes have their main stat ranked up, because crit hit chances is checked against the opponent's main stat, strength, intelligence, or agility. And then finally, agility and physical attack with magic defense of all things, I think I would level up last. So critical hit chance and health kind of at the same time. And then agility and physical attack kind of roughly at the same time. And then magic defense absolutely last. So heroes to level up with Daredevil. Let's go into the arena here. Again, this is the Facebook interface, so please just kind of bear with me real quick. Let me find Daredevil. So the first hero that you're going to want to go with is going to be Sebastian. Sebastian is going to increase. Where's my Sebastian? My blind. Sebastian's going to increase crit chance. He's also going to increase overall damage with his pure damage on crits ability. So Sebastian's going to be a great support hero. Since Daredevil is a physical attacking hero, generally you want a physical tank paired with her, I should say. So you could use Cleaver. Cleaver would be very strong. You could use Galahad. Galahad would be pretty effective. You could use Ziri. Ziri would be okay. Just a couple of ideas. A strong pairing with Daredevil, since her health is so low, is going to be heroes that protect the lowest health heroes with shields. So heroes with shields like Anvari could work. You could even do like a Luther Anvari kind of setup. And traditionally you'd put Kira here maybe. Maybe you do Daredevil instead. Right? Might not be a bad idea. Oops. And Jorgen also has a little bit of a damage shield as well. So that could be beneficial. As far as the rest of your supporting heroes, having Nebula next to her is going to increase her damage quite a bit. Healers, it's not going to matter as much. She needs quick, fast healing, so you could use Dorian would be very strong with her. Celeste would be very strong with her. Okay, I kind of like Dorian a little bit more because he ends up behind her, pushes her forward a little bit more. Martha is a great healer, but she's more damage. I'm sorry, she's more healing over time. So that's going to be less important. So if I were picking a team on Facebook, and again, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I'm going to be doing a live stream shortly, just playing around with her a little bit. And I think I would do maybe Cleaver or Galahad if you've got them. Probably Anvari, Daredevil, Sebastian, maybe Dorian could work. That could work. You could do, instead of Sebastian, you could do Jet. Let's see. Jet would be good as well. That could be beneficial. Instead of either of those, you could use Nebula. Let's see. Nebula. This could be a good team as well. Tank and Vari for a little bit of support. Nebula to improve both of those heroes. Daredevil being your marksman, and then Dorian in the back. Since she focuses so heavily on Facebook on armor penetration, I wouldn't use King Mao in this slot on Facebook, but on mobile, it might be beneficial to have King Mao in the second position. So those are just a couple of heroes that you might want to level up with her, with Daredevil, if you want her to be part of your team. Fun little idea that I had late last night is, and this is on the Facebook version. On the mobile Durf version, it's going to be a little different. Since her skills are so focused on damage over time and ignoring armor, she might be an incredible Outland and campaign boss fighter, if you can keep her alive, that is. If you can keep her alive, that is. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about Daredevil since the change? I know the changes went into effect, roughly a week ago. If you guys are watching this video well in the future, maybe you've got different opinions by now. She might be the top damage dealing hero in the game in 6 months. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm very excited that they keep reworking old heroes. I like the idea of people revisiting old team compositions, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who they rework next. What do you guys think? On screen, I've got a video talking about the Valentine's Day event for Facebook and on mobile, so you can check out individually how that event went. You can check out the skins and all of the changes that Daredevil undertook for both Facebook and mobile. But yeah, if I don't see you in the next video, I will see you in the next video after that. I love you all, and good luck in Dominion.